2020 was a challenging year for People's Bank. With that said, People's Bank is proud to say we were successful in providing service to our members, our communities, and watching them grow throughout the year. Kevin Halterman, President, People's Bank. Luckily, we had ramped up, our technology. We had the foresight. We knew that's the direction we needed to take to provide our customer flexibility. Then you implement March of 2020. All of a sudden, our customers didn't have to walk in the door to do a lot of their banking, which I think a lot of them appreciated. I always say for 5 years, we pushed, the technology, online banking and mobile banking, and we had moderate success, but in 30 days, we accomplished what we couldn't accomplish in 5 years.
My name is Debbie Brangers, and I'm a teller at People's Bank. I've been with the bank almost 12 years. After our lobby closed, all of our transactions were done through the drive-thru. We could tell that customers seemed a little stressed about the pandemic, so we wanted to do our best to make them comfortable and know that their experience with the bank was still going to be positive. We wanted to provide excellent customer service, so those products and services we typically did in the lobby, we brainstormed and found ways that we could help them through the drive-up just to make their experience positive and give them the customer service that they're used to getting.
I am Heather Lancaster, branch manager at our Seymour branch for People's Bank. During COVID, it did make it a little more difficult to get out in the community physically, but we still were able to support our community through donations to different programs. One of those being our Empty Stocking program in Seymour, where we receive donations to help families in need for the holidays. This year we were able to almost triple the donations that we received for our families and provide even more meals for them through that process. We had families that were coming in and tearing up when they were receiving their items. One family had just ran out of food and weren't able to get into the food pantry till the next week, so it really provided for them during that time. And we're not just financial services, we really are all-encompassing for our community. The bank really supports us in the efforts in our communities. Our branch is kind of far away from our main location in Indianola, but they really trust us to know our communities and know where we need to be focusing.
So I'm McKenna Stei. I work at the Indianola branch of People's Bank. I'm the credit officer. I've been with the bank for a little over 15 years now. So PPP has been a monumental hurdle. It's been great. It saved a ton of jobs. It kept a ton of businesses open. Initially, it was almost like a nightmare. There was hours and hours and hours and hours of training, countless webinars. Each time they put a rule out, it was 90 pages long of reading. But as we got better at it, and as they quit changing it, we just got a lot more efficient about it, where this last spring when they opened it back up, we were ready to go and were able to navigate the program probably within a few hours. And we've gotten it where it used to take us 3-4 hours to review an app, we're down to 15 minutes. So some of that's the ease of the app, some of it's we're just a lot faster at it. I know our sports staff put things in place so they're able to create docs within about 5 minutes from that side of it. We've gotten really well oiled with it. It's something we never thought we'd have to do, but it's been fun. It's been worth it from that side of it. It's definitely kept a ton of doors open.
My name is Lexie, and I'm a community banker at People's Bank. Kasasa is our free rewards checking account. It's a checking account that pays you to bank with us. It's a free account with no minimum balance, no monthly maintenance fees, and we ask for a couple qualifications, and if you can meet those qualifications, then you get rewards. So we have 3 types of checking accounts. We have a high interest checking account, which gets a 3% interest rate on up to $20,000. We have a cash back, which gets 3% cash back on your debit card purchase. And then we have one that gives you rewards on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon. Our Kasasa accounts are so great that our customers have earned over $95,000 in rewards from their free account, and all we ask you to do is qualify with a couple little things like using your debit card and logging into your online banking that you're probably already doing.
I'm Sarah Weber, HR Manager at People's Bank. I think the bank did a very good job of keeping the employees safe and making them feel comfortable. We had broken up into 2 teams when it first started, and one team worked from home one week, one then came into the office one week, so we were spread out more. I think it was a pretty easy transition to bring everyone back in the office when it was time. I'm hearing kind of horror stories of other businesses that still don't have their employees back, and it seemed like an easy transition. You know, I was very fortunate the very first few months, no one resigned. I mean, it was really quiet the first half of 2020. So, I mean, everyone I think was just kind of staying put. And then come June, July, you know, people kind of started moving around a little bit more. And it was nice because we had Zoom. We did a lot of stuff through Zoom. And I found a lot of the candidates enjoyed that because they weren't having to, one, they felt safe, but 2, if they were working somewhere, they didn't have to make the drive here, have an interview, and then drive back. I mean, it was a lot easier to get interviews set up. We haven't slowed down. I mean, a lot of companies are struggling through the pandemic, and I feel the bank has not slowed down. I mean, we just keep growing. We've hired 13 new employees since the beginning of the year, and a lot of that is because of growth. We're putting a branch in Knoxville. A lot of the departments, we've added new positions in the department just because of growth. It's been interesting with Zoom because I've interviewed people in Washington. We just hired someone that's moving here from Washington. And that was nice because we got to see her in the interview and not just do a phone interview.
My name's Emily Wallace. I will be a CSR in the new Knoxville location. So this is my 3rd year in banking and just started here in January. I feel like it went pretty smooth. I think the biggest difference would be the hiring process was 100% virtual for me. So instead of having an in-person interview, it was all through phone, email, and then the interview was through Zoom. I don't like to see myself during an interview, so I thought that made it kind of difficult, but I also was very thankful for Zoom at the same time because we were able to still interact in a face-to-face way instead of just over the phone.
I'm Katie Wells, community banker for People's Bank. When we opened the doors back up, we placed new protocols in to make sure we were keeping our public safe and our employees. We gave it a try, it worked, and we continued going on from there. We wore our masks anytime we were in the public, even with each other. We wore a mask. We cleaned daily. Every hour we'd go out, clean out anything that was the public touched, the front door handles even, up to the counters and the pins they touched. We put the plexiglass up. We social distance. We marked off the floor to keep everyone 6 feet apart. Offered masks free to the customers, so they came in, they had a mask ready and waiting. You just gotta roll with it and go with the flow. I know one day I'll walk in and we may have to adjust something to cater to the pandemic. We might be shutting our doors, but we're still gonna get that great service to our customers.
I'm Carrie Bishop, and I'm on the board at People's Bank here in Indianola. Oh, I'm definitely proud to be part of the bank board, but it's also nice to be part of a bank that's invested in the community and cares about the community. And you know, you can go to any activity around town or in other communities where there's a People's Bank, and you know there's a People's Bank sign or there's an employee there that's helping or volunteering. It's nice to see so many people from the bank that do volunteer all over the community. The bank had an excellent year. It was a very profitable year for the bank. The PPP money was definitely took a lot of time and energy from the bank and the employees here, but the staff was committed to helping all of the local businesses needing that help and put in a lot of extra hours to make it happen. But I've seen in town that businesses that have benefited from that loan program and continue to benefit, but it took a lot of coordinated effort from people here at the bank. I thank the employees that have worked so hard the last year. I thank the customers that have been flexible and patient and learned new things and learned new technology. It's great to be part of a local bank that cares about the community, and the community is supportive of People's Bank as well by doing their business here. So I think personally in my day-to-day business, I always say that it pays to support local, and People's Bank embraces that supporting local, the people, the places, the businesses. We all are better when we support local.